Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to J is for Justice and what's the 411 with J? Gotta get that down. You're belly dancing with your cat? Hey guys, I'm so glad that you found us over here today. Welcome, welcome. Shell just put the Discord link in the chat if you guys would like to join. It is open for everyone. We have a separate forum for the members. I'm going to have to send you a copy of it, Mike. I can email you it. Hi, Brandy. Hi, Skittles. Hi, Audra D. and Sylvia and Lisa. This is going to be a great live, guys. You guys, I had a lot for you. So we're just going to get right into it. We're not going to fuck around. So I do want to thank, though, everyone who became members over here. Absolutely, you do not, don't feel like you have to if you're a member on the other channel. Just a little update. We're not monetized for the next 30 days, at least, until I can appeal it again. So we are going to do our true crime and news over here, which is fine. And I'm going to stream on Twitch and Facebook Live as well. So if any of those are convenient for you, hey, Devil Doll 666. Oh, I have a soundbite for you, Devil Doll. Nancy Grace is right here for you, Devil Doll.
The devil is dancing tonight.
Hi, Angie B. Welcome back. Hello, Cammie. Welcome back. Dude, you guys, your posse doesn't miss a beat. Where's Mary P? Do we have to wait for her to get here? Because she's going to be like, oh my God, I missed the beginning. Give her a jingle. Okay, so we're gonna get right into it. I talk slow, so being kind and rewinding works well here. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is the day of the first responders. We've gone back and forth. We're like, what the heck? Did an ambulance even go there? Because we never heard anything. Well, it looks like the only person, or the only entity rather, that reported that they were there was the Argonaut. Remember in the press conferences, you had Chief going, is somebody from the UI Argonaut here? I want to give them a chance to ask first. So the UI Argonaut is pulling through for us today. So here is actually a picture from Sunday, November 13th. I don't know who these clowns are in the picture, but they took these pictures on November 13th. So let's scroll through here. I think this might be who the reporter was talking to. That he said had the mustache. I'm not sure. I really don't know. But anyways, this says, I'll read the captions too. This one says, Moscow police workers outside a house at 1122 King Road during a homicide investigation on Sunday, November 13th in Moscow. Police Captain Tyson Barrett said police don't have a suspect yet, but he doesn't believe there is an ongoing threat to the community. So in the very beginning, it was Tyson Barrett. He was the lead investigator, which was kind of weird because Tyson Barrett's the campus cop, right? Aaron Snell? I don't know. Mandy, shh. Thanks. I don't have guns, but thanks. Oh my gosh, you guys are so silly. Okay, the next one. Moscow police officers talk next to a patrol car during a homicide investigation on King Road on Sunday, November 13th in Moscow. Tyson Barrett said police don't have a suspect yet, but he doesn't believe there's an ongoing threat to the community. Guy on left is a sergeant. How do you know, Mike? A Moscow police officer talks to residents of a neighboring home as part of a homicide investigation at 1122 King Road on November 13th, 2022. No, I don't think that's Payne. No, he's got hair. I think it's that one guy. God, what's his name? He kind of looks like Chris Watts, and he's got those black glasses, like the black frame glasses, and his picture is like his eyes are all big and bugged. I agree, Brandy. It's weird. Oh, over here? Yeah, that's Dollinger. That's, I think, Anthony. I can't even believe I know these people's names. Dollinger. And I don't know who these two guys. That might actually be the same guy with the mustache on the right. That might be the same guy as this, the blurry guy. So the blurry guy is a sergeant, and this is the same guy on the right. I don't know who the hell that is. Is that Smith right here? K9? I don't know. Yeah, she is our class clown. Yeah, I think that is the same guy. And then this guy here is the same guy as right here, the K9. Do we know who these people are? Okay, so that's Barrett. This is Barrett on the left. And I don't know who this guy is. Wait, was there a caption on this one? Yeah, I read that. Moscow Police Captain Tyson Barrett left talks on his phone during a homicide investigation at a house on 1122 King Road on Sunday, November 13th in Moscow. So these were all taken the day of. I think they were the people that live in the house where the camera was. Like next to them, I think where the ring, I think that's that house. Okay, Shell. You should now be able to change slow mode. Go check. They changed moderator things in here. Oh, sorry, Jenny. Oh yeah, they have that big camera. But there was also a ring, wasn't there, by that girl's bedroom. But this is the Undies house. This is the Undies house. Who's the dude? And who's the girl right here? Kind of looks like Xana a little bit. Who's the girl? Who are these people? I wonder if they hung out with them. So anyway, this is Barrett, and this is that same guy, that sergeant, or whatever you guys said. And then that's Smith, and it says a Moscow police officer guards the back door of a home at 1122 King Road. So no stools. Look, no stools. So they definitely put those stools in front of that door. The cops did. Because look, the doors open and there's no stools. And this is on November 13th. Is that yeah, I think that is the same house. Tudor Bunny. Mm-hmm. The machete and the watermelon. Yep. Okay. So pretty interesting just with the photos, right? Streamlabs is being grumpy. Oh, let me I hate when it does. Is it telling people off? Hold on. We can't have that. We can't have and Potato's so nice. I would say Streamlabs is being an asshole. She's like, Streamlabs is being a butt. Oh yeah, no tape either. You're right. There is no red tape. Link protection, that's what it is. All right, that problem should stop. And your guys' commands, let's see what we've got here. We've got Twitch. We've got email. No, don't do email. Never mind. Just do hello. Hello and what? And Twitch and support. And I should have timers going. There should be something running through here. Yeah, Twitch and Discord and all that. Facebook. All right. All right, moving on. So, wow, like go Argonaut with the photos. So, not only that, we've got an article with it. So, let's listen. Remember, this is November 13th. This was published November 13th, 2022. 4 people were found dead at a home near the University of Idaho around midday Sunday. And they reported midday. And police are looking for witnesses in what they're calling a homicide investigation. You guys.
What?
Gina Marie, 8-ball. The initial call from the home was for an unconscious person in the 1100 block of King Road, just south of the university in Moscow, said Police Captain Tyson Barrett. Police do not have a suspect in custody, but investigators do not believe there is an ongoing threat to the community, Barrett said. Students were initially alerted to avoid the area. They said avoid the area. Washington State University set out an alert Sunday evening that indicated they were not aware of any threat to the Pullman campus or community. So Washington State University sent an alert out that night. Brian must have laughed. Can you imagine? Because he got that alert. He was probably like, what fucking idiots? Uniformed officers were stationed outside the home early Sunday afternoon. So there was more than Smith early in the afternoon. Even though we know from the PCA that Payne and what's the other guy's name? Payne and what's that guy's name? The big guy. Anyways, Blaker. Payne and Blaker didn't get there till 4. And the coroner didn't get there till 5. But there were uniformed officers stationed outside the home early Sunday afternoon. Police on Sunday night called the probe an ongoing investigation and are looking for witnesses. They are being asked to call the Moscow Police Department at blah, blah, blah. Investigators are notifying next of kin. Barrett said Sunday night there was nothing more to share beyond the news release. So it doesn't say what time they actually published this on Sunday. Oh, yeah, it does. This was published at 5. Oh, updated on the 17th. I don't know what time they originally published it. So we've got another one. Thanks to the UI Argonaut. Oh, sorry, that was the spokesman. That was the Idaho spokesman. This is the UI Argonaut. And this is about the first responders. And look at that photo. Doesn't that really kind of make the house look dumpy? Like more dumpy than we thought. Wait, hold on. I swear to God, I got to do something with these cords. Let me make it a little bit bigger. That's what he said. Okay. It's, I just have such a hard time with these frames. Fuck the frame. Okay. That way I can move it around. You guys like it when I move it around, right? Okay. So see that? Just look at it. It's icky. Oh, I know, right? Look at the crime scene tape. Just shoved above the door. Mike Sanner, what do you think of this? I mean, the cars were part of the crime scene, and they didn't even have the tape around the cars. I don't know. It just looks a lot more run down, I guess, than I thought it was. But I guess it's just probably because we know what happened there. It's really creepy. Thank you, Stevie Irwin. Okay, so let's read through this. The front door of the King Road residence where the 4 UI students lost their lives. And this is by Daniel V. Ramirez of the Argonaut. 3 months since the murders of Xana, Ethan, Madison, and Kaylee, the victim's White House still stands as a reminder of the Vandal community's loss. A Friday communication from University of Idaho's President Scott Green announced plans to demolish the home, establish scholarship funds, and create a memorial garden. The owner of the home has granted UI ownership of the King Road property in the interest of moving forward and deterring sensationalized media. The home will be demolished as soon as possible, according to UI Senior Director of Communications, Jody Walker. We're really determined to maintain their dignity. There's definitely still interest in the house. UI outsourced... This isn't the article I was meant to read, but this is from February 24th. UI's outsourced security force, Hell's Canyon Security, has been doing additional rounds on King Road, Walker said. So they have admitted they're using Hell's Canyon Security. We will never forget Xana, Ethan, Madison, and Kaylee, Green wrote in his communication. I will do everything in my power to protect their dignity and respect their memory. Together we will rebuild and continue to support each other. So they have crime scene tape, look, around the stump of the tree out there. Yeah, when you have to expand the crime scene, what? There's the Hell's Canyon Security. A peer-driven fundraiser for scholarship endowments in memory of the victims has been spearheaded by alumni Gene Taft and Bob Urso and wife Gail Urso. The scholarships would help future Vandals in their educational pursuits. It's really wrapped around this incredible support pouring in, Walker said. As of Green's communication, Vandals Supporting Vandals has established 3 of 4 funds. The university is still in the process of working with the Gonsalves family. So what's up with that? They want to make scholarship endowments in memory of all the victims. And they're still in the process of working with the Gonsalves family. Not just for Coronado, Chapin, Mogan, and Gonsalves, a garden on UI's campus will honor vandals who have passed with a memorial to the four serving as a focal point. Several somewhat private locations are being considered, according to Walker, with a committee developing a plan. The garden design will involve collaboration with students from the College of Art and Architecture. As an independent student fundraiser, Vandal Strong bracelets are being sold to raise money for the garden. All funds have been pledged to the UI Memorial, with bracelet sales continuing until the end of February, according to ASUI Chief of Staff Olivia Nemi. Some good has come from the dark, with Green commending the community's ability to be compassionate and generous in the months following the tragedy. Quote, "From the day we learned of the senseless deaths of the victims, the outpouring of support from our Vandal family has been tremendous. Everywhere I turn, people are asking what they can do. What resulted is an incredible display of what it means to be a Vandal." And then some people sounded off here. It says, if the home was donated to the university, who owns it? Why aren't they disclosing those that are interested? Who is the list of groups interested in the property and what purpose? We appreciate your feedback, UI Argonaut. Go Vandals. I would let the trees take over that land parcel. Carve out a couple of well-lit footpaths or something. You don't want that space to be a site of dark tourism. On one hand, I can completely understand the desire to tear down the house, since it serves as a heartbreaking reminder of the tragedy. On the other hand, though, a part of me is sad that this place where the four students made so many happy, fun-filled memories will be gone forever. It's wrong that one diabolical human should be able to take that away, too. It just feels like we're erasing their lives in a sense. I wish healing for all involved, particularly family and friends who are grieving. They're not going to make a dog park. They're not going to do shit. They're going to make it where no one wants to go there. Whatever they do, they're going to make it where nobody wants to go there. But that is not my article. Hold on. And this guy, he's like stiff as a board. Like, what's his deal? Damn, man. I thought that was the Argonaut. Oh, another thing. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is the canine guy, Ryan Snyder. So do you think that this would be their only canine dude? Check it out. The canine guy that was first on scene. This is their first canine dog. So Corporal Ryan Snyder, I've never heard his name, introduces Ragnar. He does look terrified. He really Oh my gosh. Argonaut show us. Corporal Ryan Snyder introduces Ragnar, a drug detecting canine, to an audience Tuesday during a drug awareness presentation from the Moscow Police Department in honor of Red Ribbon Week at Moscow High School. So Corporal, yeah, they won't though. They won't even do anything that will. I don't think that green guy is going to put anything that bears any victims' names on that property. I think he's going to put a cute little memorial in honor of those who have died. Because if you think about it, when you look back to what we just read, it's not just for Coronado and Gonsalves. It's for everyone here that has passed. So I'm telling you, this green guy is going to try to mesh everything together and just create a nice memorial garden that will just be there for everyone who dies. Then that way they don't have to have a big to do. Ted Williams did. I don't know, but the canine guy was there. Corporal Ryan Snyder told those in attendance that fentanyl, and this was done October 26th of 2022, a few weeks before the murders. Corporal Ryan Snyder told those in attendance that fentanyl often comes in the form of counterfeit pills of other drugs like Xanax or Oxycontin. He added that fentanyl is cheap. Moscow PD investigated more than 40 fentanyl cases in 2021, significantly more than heroin or meth. The number of fentanyl cases has increased in recent years. Officer Mitch Nunez said drugs lead to property crimes as addicts attempt to steal valuables to sell for drug money. He reminded parents of local resources that are available for their children, such as the School Resource Officer, School Council, Youth Probation, and the Latah Recovery Center. He encouraged parents to be observant of changes in their child's behavior. Nunez informed attendees that Idaho has medical amnesty and protects anyone who overdoses or reports an overdose from being prosecuted if they call 911. Joining Nunez and Snyder on Tuesday was Moscow's new drug-sniffing canine Ragnar. The yellow lab happily let the children in the audience pet him while his handler Snyder answered their questions. Nunez said Ragnar's early effect on the police department was instantly felt since the dog joined the department in June. Ragnar is used primarily during traffic stops and will alert Snyder of suspicious odors. What? Moscow Superintendent Greg Bailey was in attendance, and he said he's open to them bringing Ragnar to the schools occasionally. What? But would like input from the community before allowing that to happen? Doesn't that dog look a little young to be like already trained? Like is no report made. Canine sniff, no report. Ragnar. The Daily Mail put Scott Perky and Daniel Esty on blast as the owners of the house. Oh, that's them. They look like a couple of characters. And there they are carrying all this stuff out. That's an interesting article, but I'm not going to read it right now. I need to find that. I am so upset with myself. I don't know where I put that. Let me do another once over in my Slack and make sure I didn't miss it. Oh, I'll find it if it's the death of me, because it's the only thing I ever found about the ambulance. And I know I saved it. I know I would have saved it. Just give me a second. Sorry, y'all. I think I got it. Oh, hold on. I look at too much stuff. I thought I put it all in there, though. I just can't imagine that I didn't. What's the date today? The 24th? Okay, I think I've got it here. I guess we'll just go through these. Yes, this is it. I found it. Okay, this is their whole list of. Whew, okay, I'm glad I found it. So that's the first one. I think we just read this one, right? Nope. This is the one I was looking for. Okay. This is 11/13. It was updated on 11/15. And this picture is from 11/13. So you tell me, who in the hell is that walking up towards the crime scene? Shit, let me fix this. Who is that walking towards the crime scene on Saturday, November 13th? Like, who's able to get that close? Who is that? Does it look like Jack D? But if you look up there on the patio, that is, I think, the house where they had that camera. Because look, that camera's. I think that's that porch they were on, isn't it? No, it's not JLR. This is on November 13th, the day it happened. I know JLR seems like he's like, beam me up, Scotty, but I don't think he's that quick. I don't know who it is. I have no idea who that is. I was just asking. I just think it's weird that there's like someone walking towards the crime scene on the day of a quadruple murder. I find that to be just a little odd. No, I don't think it's BK. I doubt it. But see, there's a white truck up here too. Look over to the right, up in the parking by that house. There's a white pickup. I don't fucking know if it means anything. But anyhow, here we go. Update. And we're going backwards in time. So 8:40 p.m., the 4 victims are confirmed to be students, according to MPD Captain Tyson Barrett. The Argonaut has been unable to reach the MPD for an update at this time. So at 8:40 p.m. on Sunday night, the Argonaut could not reach anybody. But at 5:30 p.m., 4 individuals have been confirmed dead in the Moscow Police Department's homicide investigation on King Road. Police originally responded to a call about an unconscious individual. When they arrived, officers discovered 4 bodies. The investigation is ongoing, with police withholding information until family and friends are notified. And then it says to contact Barrett, but that's at 5:30. I think the hair looks a little bit blondish red. I don't know. I guess it could be anybody. And then at 2:45, as of 2:40, UI has lifted recommendations to shelter in place. The MPD does not believe there is an active threat, but a vandal alert reminds individuals to remain vigilant.
What?
What are they talking about? Jeremy spoke in class today? No, I don't think that's him. I don't think that's him. Mm-mm. He's balding. Looking beyond. You want to look closer in the picture, Gina? It's probably just going to be blurry, dude, but we can blow it up a little bit. 208-882 cops. Yeah, we can't see nothing. I'm sorry, but it looks like Jack D to me. The hood. It looks like those white long ass Nikes. Prepper. My 3 things I'll never give up. Number 1, my guns. Number 2, Coke Zero. And 3, my autographed picture of What's the 411 with Jay.
Okay.
Yeah, strange, huh? And this is actually the day of the murders. And it looks like that big camera's gone out of the porch light there, doesn't it? It really does look like him in that, yeah, those feet. And he wore those pants that were like bunched at the ankle. Blow it up. Oh my God, Prepper. Oh my God. I wonder what time this picture was taken, because remember the pictures of him and allegedly his aunt? Well, the pants, I like joggers too, like for myself. But like when guys wear those pants and they have the elastic at the ankle, it reminds me of toddler pants. When you have a little toddler and you put the pants on them and they have the elastic at the ankles so they can grow into them. That's what it reminds me of. It's like, take off your toddler pull-on pants. Prepper. Yes, and remember his boats. His boat shoes. And it's just funny. It just looks like him from the corner club the night before, you know. Yeah, they have elastic waists and they have elastic ankles. The kicks. His kicks. I know, you guys. I can't find that picture of his damn shoes. I don't know, man. Yeah, I can't find those pictures of his kicks. But I think that could be Jack D. And maybe that was when he had to park down here, and maybe he was going to look for Murphy, and Murphy was at the pound. Maybe that was when he went there. But look at the house. Hold on, let's zoom in on that house. Do you guys see any crime scene tape up there? I guess we wouldn't, because it's the second floor. Huh. And then there's a couple of cars parked here on this. I wish it was clearer, but there's some cars parked up here Because remember they said there was people gathering outside and it was somber? Chosen Rosen, do you think they have footage of his white car on UPS dash cam on November 13th returning to the scene that morning? I don't know. Yeah, well, all I can tell you, Gene, is that this is November the 13th. I'll save it too. I'll throw this picture in the in the Facebook group and you guys can zoom in or whatnot. Okay, let's move on. I don't know why I'm so tired today. Allergies, I think, are bad. I'm like wheezing. Ever since I had COVID, I wheeze when I get like sick or allergies. Okay, so that's 240. UI lifted the recommendation to shelter in place. MPD said they don't believe there's an active threat. So 4 people were just killed. They don't know when, they don't know why, and they don't know who, but there's no active threat. It's an inactive threat at this point. Initial post was at 2:10. Oh my God. Listen to this. They sent the vandal alert telling them to stay in place and avoid the area at 1 p.m. By 2:40, they lifted it. An hour and 40 minutes. And how stupid are they? The University of Idaho's Safe Walk program can be reached at 208-885-HELP for those who may need an escort. Why would the hell would you want to take an escort when you don't know who just killed these 4 people?
What?
I mean, this is so stupid. It's almost comical. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make a lick of sense, you guys. Make it make sense. Oops. Oops. Shit. Oops. All right. So how can they... No. This is the UI Argonaut. According to Heidi Tariq, she is a senior and she's majoring in journalism and sociology with a minor in international studies. She says no. They sent out the initial post at 2:10. At 1 p.m. A homicide is being investigated by the Moscow Police Department at 1122 King Road. No suspects are known at this time. The MPD received a call at 11:58 a.m. reporting the homicide, according to Campus Division Captain Tyson Barrett. Tyson said roommates and individuals in the area are currently being interviewed. A vandal alert around 1 p.m. recommends sheltering in place and avoiding the area. King Road is near campus, branching off Taylor Ave and located behind the Sigma Chi Seed fraternity. For those who may have information, the MPD can be reached at 208-882-2677. And, of course, the Safe Walk program can be reached at 208-885-HELP. All right, so out of respect for the dead, Abigail Spencer reported on 11/13 as well. Monday classes have been canceled by the university in respect for the students killed in the ongoing Moscow Police Department investigation on King Road. President Scott Green, it wasn't out of respect. It was out of, we don't know who the fuck did this. And if we send these kids to school and another person gets killed, it's our ass. So cancel classes. That's what that's about. Don't you love when they sugarcoat this shit like they care? And now this whole investigation is so transparently effed up. I can't. If my daughter went there and there was 4 people killed randomly and they didn't know who did it, even if it looked like it was someone they knew, you better damn well tell me. Don't tell me the shit's cleared and there's no active threat. When I hear no active threat, I hear you've got someone in custody or you've got your eyes on somebody. And I think it would be absolutely fitting if every student pulled out of that university. What would they do then? What would Governor Little do then? What would his millions do then? Nothing. Because if you don't have any students, you don't have a college. I just think it's bullshit, man. I mean, we'll protest things and stand there with signs, but we won't stop giving our money to a public institution that can't be transparent about our children's safety. President Scott Green wrote that while the MPD does not anticipate an active threat, all university classes, both online and in-person statewide, are canceled and are due to resume Tuesday. Students in need of support. So go back Tuesday. We're taking a day off out of respect. Students in need of support can reach out to the Counseling and Testing Center via phone or stop by the CTC office for drop-in support from 8 to 5 on Monday. Only on Monday. As well as getting additional support from the Dean of Students. Oh, could I? No peer-to-peer talking. What is wrong with these people? All right, here we go. 11:14. This is written by Daniel Ramirez. Moscow Police Department has released the name of 4 of the victims who were found. Ethan Chapin, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Kaylee Goncalves were students attending the University of Idaho. MPD does not have a suspect in custody, but believes there are no active threats to the community. Details are limited in this investigation, the MPD press release stated. The University of Idaho's Safe Walk program can be reached at 208-885-HELP for those who may need an escort on campus. This is the student paper. These are the updates they were given. Here we go. After the release of the names of 4 King Road victims, this is also in the 14th, President Scott Green released a statement. The 4 victims, Ethan, Xana, Madison, and Kaylee, were all members of the Greek community. Chapin was a freshman member of Sigma Chi. He was majoring in recreation, sport, and tourism management in the College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences. He was from Mount Vernon, Washington. Kernodle was a junior in Pi Beta Phi, majoring in marketing with the College of Business and Economics. She was from Post Falls, Idaho. Mogan was a senior, majoring in marketing from Rathdrum, Idaho. She was also a member of Pi Beta Phi. Goncalves was a senior, majoring in general studies from the College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences. She was a member of Alpha Pi. So if that one professor that the TikToker was sued over, remember she accused her of like being involved or whatever? If Kaylee was going to the College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences, don't you think she would have taken history? If that lady's the history professor, pretty sure that history would be part of the College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences. Green wrote in the email that he and his wife are heartbroken at the news. Drop-in counseling is available from 8 to 5 today, which is the 14th. And therapy dogs will be in the Vandal Lounge from 2 to 5. The Office of the Dean of Students is looking to organize a candlelit vigil sometime later this week. All right, this is the 15th. And it says officers walking around the area of King and Queen Roads. This was put out on the 15th, so I don't know when they took this, but here's that guy again with the mustache and beard. I don't know who this dude is. Is that the guy that was guarding the back? If so, what's he smiling about? Weird. Yeah, this is just where Fry says to be vigilant. The 18th. Where are they in this picture? It says the wooded area on King Road, but where? Is that by Jeremy Spoke in Class Today's apartment? Oh, their uniforms look like they've never been worn. They look straight out of the dry cleaners. If you go up that hill, is that where that one house is then? That's where Walenta is? Right, Jenny W? It's craziness. All right, so then Moscow Police Department sent out communications Friday evening to clarify the facts of the King Road case. The police clarified that Kaylee and Madison were at the Corner Club from 10 to 1:30. The two girls were then seen on camera at Grub Truck from where they traveled via Uber to their residence at 1:45. Ethan and Xana were seen at the Sigma Chi fraternity house and were believed to have returned to King Road by 1:45. And then they said an unknown individual reported the unconscious person upon arrival. Authorities discovered the four. The autopsies were completed Thursday. So the Thursday after the attack. Okay, so this is the 18th. So 5 days. After 5 days. They have already ruled out the two roommates or the man in the Grub Truck security video. The man. Which man? Five days after. They also report the victims show no signs of being gagged and tied, despite online speculation saying otherwise. Are they rivals with Lambda, 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 and Mega Moo? So 5 days after I never read one rumor that they were gagged and tied. I've read Reddit. I've read 4chan. I never saw anything that said they were gagged and tied. Right. I mean, the man. They didn't even describe him in this update. The police are investigating the contents of 3 dumpsters, as well as speaking with local businesses to determine if a fixed blade knife had recently been purchased. Now, knowing that we think he got it from Amazon due to the warrants, could this have all just fluff that the cops were putting out for Brian's sake or for the perp's sake? Maybe they looked in those dumpsters and there was, something in there. So they have the contents of the dumpsters. And then they said they were speaking with local businesses, and he would have been like, oh, well, they're not gonna find it there. Currently, there are no suspects and the weapon has not been found. I don't know. That just kind of came together for me. I think that we have to remember they're not idiots, and the FBI is not idiots. Like, this is not going to be a huge cover up by like 300 people. I never read it in an article that they were gagged. I feel like I don't know. I'm not going to say that. Gallery, vandals mourn at Moscow Vigil. See, I've never looked at all these photos. Some of them I have, but not the ones in the Argonaut. Is that Jack D, guys? Right there? Looking down. I don't know. The guy that went on stage with her parents did not look like the same Jack D that was in the photos with Kaylee. I don't know. I think anything they mention is for the the perpetrators. Damn, I still cannot find the... This is the TikTok lady. University of Idaho professor Rebecca Schofield filed charges against TikToker Ashley Goulard. Why would this Ashley Goulard just pull her out of thin air? Just weird, isn't it? Wait. Whoa. Wait. I have something. What? Northern States Security and Investigation parked outside the house where the homicides occurred. Wasn't it Hell's Canyon? In the other article with the same car? Who's Northern States Security? I don't know what an Argonaut is. It's weird, though. Northern States Security. I just showed you guys. It said freaking Hell's Watch. Hell's whatever. Hell's Canyon. Where is it? Not that one. I swear to God it said Hell's Canyon.
What?
Argonauts and Vandals. Argonauts and Vandals. Damn, where is that picture? What is interesting about the tarot lady is she was right about it being a professor, but at Pullman. Right, but if she, like, where did she just pull this Rebecca Schofield from? It just doesn't make much sense to me. Hey, Mrs. Kurt. All right, here's an officer's walking with a resident on Blake Avenue. Look at this dude. Who's that? Is that Smith? That's those same two guys. That is the same two guys. Where's Blake Avenue? Oops. You guys saw it though, right? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. It just says a security car parked outside of the King Road residence. But then when you go down, or up rather, it's a quote. It's a quote from Jody Walker from UI. UI's outsourced security force, Hell's Canyon Security, has been doing additional rounds on King Road. Now, when we look up Hell's Canyon, whatever, this is their website. Government contracting. Government contracting security company out of Lewiston, Idaho. Like, why would you open a government contracting security company in Lewiston, Idaho? And how did they get government clearance so quickly? Event staffing. Clearly, these are like stock photos. Construction security. Business staffing. Full-time uniform, a full-time uniform guard during regular business hours, peak hours, and business closing. Security checks. It's not always easy to secure your premises. Good God. Is that the King Road house on the top? And they have all these packages. It's all detailed. cameras. This is what they sell in store. Yeah, I think it was me. Black Knight. I showed it before. They have pepper spray camera systems and stun guns in stock in store. This is their team. Mike Grittner. He's been in Operation Iraqi Freedom, and then he got an associates in law enforcement and was a jail deputy at Nez Perce Jail before working as an officer for the Nez Perce Tribal Police. And now he is owner and operator of Hell's Canyon Security. The CFO is Lori Grittner. She graduated from University of Minnesota. So they're from Minnesota and they went to Lewiston to start a patrol company. Contact us. And that's it. Yeah, I think I did look at this on a live for sure. Powered by Finally Good IT. Please contact Michael at Finally Good IT. I have joined the team at Clear Connect. Well, shit. What's going to happen to Hell's Canyon website? What the heck? All I see in chat is WTF. What the fuck? That's weird. Okay, so then we go back to where they... okay, so you see that, right? It says that Jody Walker said this is UI's outsourced security force, Hell's Canyon. And then you see this car, right? I can't see what's on the license plate. Can you guys? Is it Washington? Like, what is that? I'm blind as a bat, so.
What?
I mean, it's just odd. I've just never seen anything like that. Does that say Washington? I know nothing. Do they need the front plates or whatever? Thank you, Mike Sanner. But don't you think it's weird, though? It's like such a small area. Like, it's such a densely populated area. It just doesn't seem like it'd be a very fruitful business there. Montana? Why would it be Montana?
What?
Where's the Montana connection? All right, now where is that other article with the other name? Somebody knows somebody, I guess. What was the name of the other company? Because I want to compare it, and then we'll move forward because I have a lot more to show you. Letter from Brian from Montana. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yeah, he was part of the tribal police. There's the counseling room where they were giving counseling to the kids. Man, where'd that other article go now? And Einan said he saw a black tricked out SUV, maybe from Montana. He did? Einan said that too? That's strange, isn't it? Hey, Cheryl. I don't think we made it past page 3. Oh, Lord, there's Lanier. Lanier and somebody else, it looks like Fry, searching the backyard area of the house. This is on 12/1. So I need to go back. Here's another one with that girl. Officers walking with a resident on Blake Avenue. And look, there's 3 dumpsters in this picture. Look at all those bags of trash. Do you really believe that they took all those bags?
Okay.
Oh my God, Lee Knoll, you're kidding. Montana? Guys, I have no idea what this is. Blake Avenue? Why are they taking pictures of these officers on Blake Avenue? Oh my God, you guys. Bombshell, bombshell, bombshell. Moscow police said Wednesday that recent comments by the Latah County prosecutor should not be construed as new information on the ongoing homicide investigation. This is 11:30, November 30th. This referenced a televised interview Latah County prosecutor Bill Thompson had with News Nation. In this interview, Thompson said the residence was specifically targeted. Thompson also said there was no suspicion that drugs were involved in the murders. Police said in the release that generalized statements about targeted victims and drugs, quote, were redefined into an affirmative answer. Victims and drugs. What? Who said that drugs were involved? We feel his responses were messaged to support the implication that new information had been released. At this time, there was no change or new information in this case, and references otherwise would be inaccurate. While the MPD has said it's likely the attack was targeted and the involvement of drugs is unconfirmed, Thomas gave affirmative answers to information that the MPD cannot confirm. Speculation has also continued around the September 12th incident of a man on campus with a knife. A group on Paradise Path got into an argument with the man in which he brandished a folding knife. The parties dispersed and there were no injuries. The man later turned himself in to MPD.
Okay.
Police clarified there is no connection between this incident and the homicides. Official information can be found on, and then they started their little webpage. This is when they started their extra webpage. With their cherry-picked news releases. Because you know what? If you dig, you find archived ones. We've gone over that many times, but this is where they want you to go. And only watch their YouTube, only read their summary, all that. Okay, anyways, I'll look that shit up later. Let's move forward because we have a lot more to go over. All right, so we left off. Where did we leave off at? I believe we're done with that part. Okay, so let's move on to this article here. This is from January the 6th, actually. But this is weird. I never read this. The private driver who dropped off Kaylee and Maddie at their home near the University of Idaho just hours before they were stabbed to death. So this would have been the last person to see them alive outside of people they lived with. Let's see. They're saying that the person is exceptionally glad that an arrest has been made. And he says that he actually saw the white Hyundai Elantra police were looking for last month. The man who didn't want his name used. Hold on. The man who did not want his name used read the affidavit charging Brian Koberger with felony burglary and 4 counts of first-degree murder. The 19-page document contains chilling details about Kernodle's death, including a surviving roommate who told investigators she heard crying coming from Kernodle's bedroom. He says, and I quote, "I was surprised, but exceptionally glad that some form of resolution is forming," the private driver said. "I feel exceptionally bad for those parents in our community." He was somewhat stunned to learn that Koberger, who maintains he did not commit the murders, lived near him in Pullman, Washington. What? He lived...
What?
He lived 1,200 feet from my front door. I spent 6 weeks trying to convince my wife there was not a threat, and I was wrong, the driver said, adding that his wife still fears walking their dog despite Koberger's arrest. The driver spends much of his days shuttling people around town, so after the killings, he kept an eye out for the white Hyundai Elantra. He eventually spotted it at Koberger's apartment. Wait, what? What?
What?
He actually spotted it at Koberger's apartment sometime after December 7th. "I thought it was too new," he said of the car, since Moscow police was asking for a 2011 and 2013. However, he wrote down the car's Washington state license plate number and submitted a list of 13 or 14 Hyundai Elantras that he spotted sometime around December 10th through the tip line. Almost a month after the murders.
What?
So he reported this, that he was the private driver on the December 10th. The arrest affidavit stated a Washington State University officer identified Kohberger as driving, a white 2015 Hyundai Elantra on November 29th, and another WSU officer saw the vehicle at Kohberger's apartment the same day. The affidavit shows Kohberger was already on law enforcement's radar before the ride-share driver submitted his list to police. The driver says the affidavit confirmed what he suspected about the crime. Some of the most chilling details include the revelation that a camera less than 50 feet from Kernodle's bedroom recorded what sounded like a whimper and a thud. The affidavit also stated a DoorDash driver had delivered food to Kernodle at 4 a.m. and that she was active on TikTok at 4:12. And here's the driver again. I suspected from everything that I read that whatever happened in that house was exceptionally violent, far beyond what a scorned lover would do in regard to the sheer violence, the driver said.
Okay.
The murders have left Moscow in shock and created fear among college students who once felt safe leaving their doors unlocked and walking around town. But the rideshare driver said things have changed, as women he takes home now ask him to stand in their doorway so they can check their windows and doors and look through their homes to ensure no one is there. Those are things that have never happened in the communities of Moscow, Idaho, and Pullman, Washington, until now. Moscow and Pullman are connected by a long, winding road. The driver said many people in Pullman travel to Moscow because the shopping options are better, and there's a grocery store and a Walmart that's open 24/7. After learning the names of the victims, the driver said he went to Moscow police and provided a receipt showing he'd purchased fast food after dropping off Gonsalves and Mogan and told investigators about driving them home. What? Wait a minute. Let's talk this through. Let's back up. Did this guy buy the fucking Jack in the Box? What does this guy drive? They never say. Did he roll on Kohberger? Who's the frickin' informant? The Russian hackers saw Moscow tagged? Oh my God. So what? After learning the names of the victims, the driver said he went to Moscow police and provided a receipt showing he'd purchased fast food after dropping off Gonsalves and Mogan and told investigators about driving them home. He said people online accused him of murdering the four, despite police clearing him as a suspect. How did people online accuse him when no one even knows who he is? Who's KB? Oh, I'm like, who's KB? Is this a new player? For some time afterwards, he felt guilt because he had driven Mogan and Gonsalves home that night, only to learn later that they had been killed. He questioned whether he had been followed. or if he should have done something differently. He said that he had driven Mogan, Gonsalves, and Kernodle many times. The driver said he and many others in the community still feel frustrated by the messages police sent to the public early on when they called the murderers targeted and said the community had nothing to fear. The comments about the crime were later walked back, and police said they didn't know if the house or people inside were targets. The driver said, I'm hoping they have an ironclad case. Clad? What is with this word? So, Dylan clad in black clothing, and now this driver uses the word ironclad? Who the fuck says that? Who gets interviewed that's a private driver and goes, I'm hoping they have an ironclad case. I desperately, desperately hope they have this locked down. If they let this guy walk, it's a shame. Let this guy walk? If they let this guy walk, why would they let anyone walk? Who is this dude? We've heard nothing from the DoorDash delivery person. It would appear that that person may have been there while the killer was already in the house. The DoorDash, see, but people are like, at that time even, falsely trusting people. Oh, I have them stand in my doorway while I check my windows. Like, fuck directly off. Like, none of these girls there should be trusting any men to stand in their doorway because they don't know who did it. The DoorDash delivery was at 4 a.m. The Elantra parked near the scene at 4:04, but he drove past it a few times before that. The DoorDash probably saw it. Maybe the suspect was waiting for the DoorDash guy to leave, and that's why he kept driving by. The DoorDash person might not want attention. I don't know who would with the internet sleuths so quick to accuse anyone, or the police asked him not to speak publicly. Well, he spoke anonymously, and it was weird, in my opinion. They were all nice girls. They were polite with me. They were happy, friendly girls. In my opinion, there was nothing bad about them. And then he says they were all good employees at the Mad Greek. He must have known them well. Right, as I'm saying, Gina, like, I hope they have an ironclad case. These laypersons, and then you have this like 19-year-old girl. He was clad in black clothing. Weird. Shit. Okay, so let's get into our next segment of tonight's show, which I am loving, by the way. Thank you guys for being here. If you could remember to put your DNA on that like button. I just looked at my news break and it says North Korea claims radioactive tsunami weapon test at sea. I don't know what that means, but these people need to stop. They need to stop it. Knock it off. Yeah, clad. I don't think I've ever said that word. Now, I'm not from there, but shit. Clad? What 19-year-old uses the name clad, the word clad? And then the private driver's like, I hope they have an ironclad case. Okay, so anyways, the article that I found said that the EMS, let me see if I can find it. Give me 1 second. Before we move on, I want to look for it really quick. Yeah, what's a radioactive tsunami, guys? Underwater drone can trigger radioactive tsunami. And Potato got a warning in her country that they could have a tsunami at any time. What? The what? I can't hear it. Can you? The heck? All right, hold on. We got to wait for the ad. Well, this is just strange. This like comes out of nowhere. Like, why is Korea all of a sudden in this? They test launched multiple cruise missiles today. Why is there no sound on any of these? I guess we just read it. Okay, so it says North Korean underwater drone can trigger a radioactive tsunami. Useless.
It's here. The power and speed of...
As per North Korean reports, the drone can be deployed at any coast or port. The new drone was developed to make sneak attacks in enemy waters. It can destroy naval striker groups and major operational ports by making a radioactive wave triggered by an underwater explosion. A day before the drone testing, North Korea fired cruise missiles. As per reports, the cruise missiles firing was to practice carrying out tactical nuclear attack missions. Pyongyang has increased its military tests in recent weeks. It fired an intercontinental ballistic missile last week as well. North Korea's launches come amid US and South Korea carrying out military drills. On Thursday, the two allies completed their largest joint military drills in 5 years.
Our top story, North Korea claims to have tested a new nuclear-capable underwater attack drone. The state media said that this drone is capable of generating a radioactive tsunami. Pyongyang blamed the joint military drills by Seoul and Washington for raising tensions in the region. The test was overseen by North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un, and as per the state media, the new drone cruised at a depth of 80 to 150 meters underwater during this test. The new drone is called Ali, which means tsunami. It traveled for over 59 hours before detonating inside water. As per North Korean reports, the drone can be deployed at any coast and port. The new drone was developed to make sneak attacks in enemy waters. It can destroy naval striker groups and major operational ports by making a radioactive wave triggered by an underwater explosion. A day before the drone testing, North Korea fired cruise missiles, and as per reports, the cruise missiles firing was to practice carrying out tactical nuclear attack missions. Pyongyang has increased its military tests in recent weeks. It fired an intercontinental ballistic missile last week as well. North Korea's launches come amid US and South Korea carrying out military drills. On Thursday, the two allies completed their largest joint military drills in 5 years.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Okay, yeah, this is effed up. Is Potato here? Oh, she's not here. Damn it. But I found that article, guys. The one from the 13th about the EMS. Hold up. It's in the Idaho Statesman. heck? Oh my God. Oh my God. Is it like taken down? Here it is. I'm just going to switch to this screen because if I open it again, it goes away. Weird. I can't believe Potato's not here and they're talking about the tsunami. Okay, here we go. This is it. This is crazy. Okay, let's start from the very top. University of Idaho classes are canceled Monday. Police responded to a call Sunday afternoon that reported an unconscious individual. According to a police news release, the incident occurred in the 1100 block of King Road in Moscow. When officers arrived just before noon, they found all four people dead. Moscow Police Captain Tyson Barrett told the Idaho Statesman Sunday. Barrett said that four individuals were students at the university, which the school later disclosed in a news release. Barrett said the police may release the names of the deceased Monday, but would first need to speak with the prosecuting attorney. As of Sunday, police were still contacting family members before releasing more information to the public. Police could not provide details on how the four died, Barrett said, but their deaths are being investigated as homicides. There was no suspect in custody as of Sunday evening. Moscow Fire Chief Brian Nickerson, Veronica Gower, are you related to Eric Gower? I thought it was Grower. Moscow Fire Chief Brian Nickerson told the Statesman Monday morning that his department was dispatched to the residence on a medical call just before noon on Sunday. His volunteer department sent an ambulance and a fire engine, which he said is standard for such calls. But none of his team ended up entering the home.
What?
We weren't there very long, Nickerson said by phone. The police department was there prior to us arriving, so we determined we didn't need to do anything at that point. The U of I posted an alert on social media at 3:07 p.m. Sunday that said police were investigating a homicide on King Road. The post said the suspect was not known at the time and advised students to stay away and shelter in place. At 3:46, the school put out a second alert that said police did not believe there was an active threat. The suspect was still unknown, according to the alert. The university emailed students that all Monday classes would be canceled. Counseling services for those students seeking support were immediately available through the mental health center. So they got there and they didn't even go in. So they weren't there very long. And I don't know if we knew that. I'd never seen this Nickerson guy's statement. So I'm glad I found that. Sorry it took me so long. But I do want to get to our last segment, which is pretty important. This is the latest. And I have just a slideshow I put together of the victims for you guys while we read through this. Hold on, I got to get my screenshots pulled up. We're going to go over the letter that UI sent to the victims about the house. Yeah, I don't understand why EMS wouldn't have went in there. That's a little bit odd to me, but what do I know? But I guess maybe they would have come out and they were like, yeah, like it's bad. They're all dead. I mean, why would they have gone in at that point, I guess? It just seems like they would have been there around the same time, you know? Smith got off his butt at the station and literally got there before anybody. And he didn't even have to leave the station. All right, so our first one is going to be okay. Oh, you guys are going to be maddened. Have you seen this letter? If you've seen this letter or heard this letter, put a 1 up in chat if you've already heard this. But if you haven't, you're going to be appalled, I think. Okay, here's our first one. And I'll just read through this. I am the acting general counsel for the University of Idaho and oversee the legal services for the university. I first want to express my condolences to each of you for the tragic loss you have suffered. I greatly appreciate the positive manner in which you have interacted with the university in the aftermath of this tragedy. Cheryl, I had you worried. I'm sorry. I am writing to communicate to each of you regarding the university's plans for the house at 1122 King Road. As was conveyed to you by the Dean of Students, Blaine Eccles, the homeowner gifted the house to the university with the intent by both parties that it be demolished. Before doing so, we will complete remediation within the house to address biohazards and chemical hazards that exist as a result of the crimes and ensuing investigation. At the completion of the remediation, we intend to have the remediation team gather any items of personal property that do not appear to be contaminated and transfer them to university personnel who will take these items to a secure off-site location for representative members of the families to review and recover items of your family members that you wish to keep. We intend to proceed with the demolition as soon after completion of the remediation can be done. We do not yet have a specific date for when this will occur. We will notify you of the demolition date in advance, so you are not caught by surprise by media reports. In the interim, we are making every effort to respect the dignity of your loved ones, and our activities will be done outside of media scrutiny as much as possible. The house is currently surrounded by construction fencing. The windows and doors have been securely boarded, and we are not allowing access into the house by anyone not specifically authorized by the university. Anyone authorized to enter the house will be required to agree to a strict non-disclosure and will be prohibited from taking photos or otherwise recording the inside. This communication constitutes the university's formal notice to you of our intention to proceed with remediation and demolition as described above. If you have any concerns with these plans, please contact me by April 3rd, 2023. We will address those prior to proceeding. If you have retained legal counsel, I encourage you to share this communication notifying you of the proposed plans. You or your counsel may contact the Office of General Counsel via email to blank or call me at the phone number listed below to discuss any concerns or objections you may have. Once again, I want to express my deepest sympathy and my condolences to each family member. It is my hope that the university's plan to remove the house helps in your healing. A reply indicating that you have received this email would be greatly appreciated. What do you guys think? Yeah, this was just read by Ashley Banfield last night, and she said it was sent to the victims. So apparently one of the victims must have leaked it to her. Hi, Potato. We just got a weird news alert, Potato. We got a news alert that Korea has an underwater drone that can make a tsunami. And they tested it today. It is shady as fuck, isn't it? They don't want any memory of these kids. They don't want any memory of these kids. They don't want people to remember it. Because if people remember it, then they might not get as many students. So I thought that was absolutely insane as well. So here is another thing I wanted to share with you guys. A little tidbit, and then I'm gonna conclude. I have more Idaho 4 to go over. I want to talk about the family's Facebook, but I don't want to do it tonight. I think we've gone long enough. But I did want to show you guys a couple things. Oh, and about BK saving someone's life. That's bullshit. I've got the article on that too. So we talked about page 118 being underlined, and someone on Reddit shared page 118 of The Stranger Beside Me by Anne Rule. And that's the book that she wrote about Ted Bundy. And I'm going to read page 118 to you guys. And if you are in the replay crew right now, and you're replaying this, please let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I know there's tons of books. It could be 118, but I found this to be interesting. Reed, a tall, lean man with the irrepressible humor of a practical joker, had been in the homicide unit longer than any of the other 17 detectives. He'd become a close friend. I knew I could count on him to be discreet, to run a motor vehicles department check on the computer on Ted without making a big deal of it.
What?
I called him and began haltingly. I don't really think this is anything, but it's bugging me. I have a good friend named Ted. He's about 27, and he matches the description. And he used to live out by the university, but I don't know where he is now. Listen, I don't even think he has a car. because I used to give him rides. And I don't want this to be like I'm turning him in or anything. I just want to know if he has a car now. Can you do that? Sure, he answered. What's his name? I'll run it through the computer. If he has a car registered to him, it will show. His name is Ted Bundy. Bundy. Call me back, okay? My phone rang 20 minutes later. It was Dick Reed. Theodore Robert Bundy. 4123 12th Avenue Northeast. Would you believe a 1968 bronze Volkswagen Bug? I thought he was teasing me. Come on, Reed. What does he really drive? He doesn't even have a car, does he? And I'm serious. He's currently listed at that address, and he drives a bronze Bug. I'm going to go out and drive around the block and see if I can spot it. Reed called me back later that afternoon and said he hadn't been able to find the car parked near the house on 12th Northeast. He said he would go a step further. I'm going to send to Olympia and get a driver's license picture of him. I'll pass it on to the county. Weird. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of page 118? Do you think that maybe he had something? What was the long ending? What are you talking about? Do you think that he had maybe this page, something underlined in this page, or no? What you guys think? Let me know. Black Knight, chat and content has been so fun today. I'm really digging the 411 channel. Well, thank you. Can you believe the witness list the first 5 hours after the first 911 call? Lee Knoll. I really can't. Phony car breakdown on road was one of his traps. What do you mean, Mike Sanner? Oh, Bundy? You talking about Bundy? So interestingly enough, yeah. That's page 118 in Ann Rule's book, The Stranger Beside Me. I don't know if Koberger was... Who's KB? Koberger? 27 or 28. Something like that. But nonetheless, I mean, it could be tons of different books. But I just thought that was interesting. Someone posted, and then someone started a whole Reddit thread on page 118 in different books. Megan, hi, Megan. Thank you for joining, girl. Good to see ya. Good to see ya, always. Hope you're well. Family is well. And we'll go over this next time. This is where BK was credited with saving someone from an asthma attack at the Pleasant Valley School District. Didn't happen. But I do want to talk about this. This is from the Gonsalves family page on Facebook. And they're working on some shirts, and they actually took the post down and then edited it. They've done that several times with several posts that they put out. With the Amazon wish list for Murphy, there's probably 200, at least 200 items on the list. So there's a lot of chatter being talked about their Facebook page. And I just wanted to show you guys what I've seen and get your opinion. But these right here are shirts that they are creating. And that is in reference to the bill that was just passed to bring back firing squad as a second method of the death penalty, of capital punishment. So I'm interested in what you guys think. We'll go over this deeper this weekend. So be looking for notifications. And no, they did not say 10,000 years. They made it sound like it was imminent. But we will go into this further in depth in another stream. this weekend. And maybe we'll do some call-ins. And then I want to get your guys' thoughts because I'm sitting here stewing on all this. But I have to sit here and I have to wait for chat. So thank you, Jamie, for being here. Thank you, Black Knight, for being here. Thank you, Potato. Cheryl. Angie B was here. I don't think she's here anymore. Megan, I need to mod you, don't I? I need to moderate the Megs. Megan has been around for a long ass time, hasn't she? Cheryl T, it looks like you're modded. Oh, don't let that fool you. No. Megan, are you a moderator? Because it says you are. Oh, I know. It sucks. But such is life. It's YouTube, you know? Okay, I think you're good now. Good to see you, Miss Kurt Cobain. Beth. I think it's scare tactics, Potato. Don't worry. Text me. We'll talk about it. Hey, Mar. All right, we're getting ready to end the stream. You guys, thanks for your support. Again, the other channel is demonetized. And if you can join the Discord, come on in there. If you want to be a member here, we've got a member-only Discord. This weekend, we're going to watch the Waco Netflix and a watch party for members. So be looking for that in the community post here. I'll keep doubling so you guys know where to go. I know it doesn't make it right. It sucks. It really sucks. They need to do something about that, like a warning or, give you a chance or something. Because it's just, there's too many people on here now that make a living on YouTube. And when you rely on it to just have it ripped away like that. Oh my goodness. All right, you guys, I'm out. Dance it out. Roberters. We haven't heard that all night.
Roberta.
Oh, yeah, Jamie, you're right by Waco. Okay. Yep, we're going to watch that this weekend. So if you're in the Discord, main Discord is for everybody. So come on in. We do watch parties there, too. We did some yesterday. We watched the TikTok hearing, which was fun. So come on in. And then if you're in the members, you will see the members only Discord channel as well. So I hope to see you guys over there. Thank you to all my team that has totally been supportive and
Wake up.
just everything, keep going, they tell me. So I'm really grateful and thankful for all of you. And thanks a lot because I love doing this and I love interacting with you guys. So the SWAT link, Gina, you are so needy tonight. Why are you so needy tonight, Gina? But yes, I will. Hold on. You like that SWAT. I think you've asked me for that SWAT like 4 times. It's on the J is for Justice site or on the channel. But hold on. I'll grab the link and throw it up in chat. And then I'm going to go figure out what we are doing for dinner. Let's see. I have so many videos on this case. It's stupid. Here we go. 2 months ago already, we went over this SWAT shit. What's the SWAT you want? Brent Kopaka? That's the Brent Kopaka. What did you want? That's not the SWAT she wants. I'm lost then. All right, message me because I don't know what you're talking about. Dance it out. Have a great Friday evening. Whatever you do, stay safe and be kind.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn.
God,
you talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn.
Oh, they're so funny, aren't they, Potato?
Ooh, that will scare somebody.
You wanna be with me. You wanna feel something real, but I'm feeling differently. You're making plans to get to friends, but don't wanna face the fact that I ain't got time, I ain't got time, I ain't got time for that. Staying up late, sleeping all day, dreaming about Cadillacs. Buying new shoes, hanging by the pool, sipping on Coke.
Oh my gosh, Mike San, you having problems? Mike, I need to wrench you. Where are you, Mike? Oh my God, here I ended my stream and here I am still talking. You talk too much. Homeboy, you never shut up. All right, there you go. We are good. We are good. There's your Brent Kopaka.